Alola. Let's fuck with this. Hello. What's up, everybody? Thank you, Greeky Floorboards. In honor of Clutch My Pearls ending, I am drinking out of my Busy Business Boy mug today. Thank you for the sub, Let the Rats Out. Good morning, Chris Rules. How's everybody doing today? Everybody have a good weekend? They sent an email. They sent an email out to their email list. Yeah, they did a post on Patreon this morning. I got no Scrapple today. What's up, Mr. Greedy? Thank you for the sub. Yeah, they did a post on Instagram today. Or not Instagram, on Patreon. Probably Instagram, too. Yeah, well. I'm bummed about it, too. But, you know. It was a decision that I think that they made that made the most sense for all of them. Everybody's got shit going on in their lives, you know? That's just makes it hard to do this kind of stuff. Emily and I are in a situation where I will definitely give her a hug for you. Emily and I are in a situation where, you know, she's got parents that are in their 70s in one state, and I've got a mom in her 70s in another state, and then we have a daughter in college in another state, and that just means a lot of travel, you know? And as the parents get, you know, as family members get older, travel increases, and it just makes it harder when every weekend is devoted to, you know, a production. I'm having a similar problem with one of my podcasts. So, what will Gavin and I do about our... It wouldn't affect the Poimels. If we were going to make the book, we'll still make the book, but we'll see. But anyway, I'm very proud of those women for the work that they did. Hey, Emily. I was just tooting your horn, talking about how proud I am of everything you guys accomplished. They did more than 120 episodes as 3 people who had never done a professional production before in their life, and they did it from the ground up, you know, with very little help. With a lot of, you know, advice and offering help here and there, but they wanted to figure it out start to finish. And they did. And they did a fucking wildly impressive job. Hold on a second. Too hot in here. Turn my fan on. Yeah. Everyone is staying safe and warm this week. Things aren't bad in Austin, really. It was a little cold Sunday morning. Like it was in the 20s, but it was, I actually, the high yesterday was maybe like 45, 50. But there's a spot in my backyard where the sun hits on my back deck and no wind is ever present. I don't know. It's just like in the right section. And it was so hot in that one section that even though it was like 45 in Austin, it was like 80 right there. So I popped my shirt off and I got a little sun for a minute. Felt like it was July. Hey, what's up in a cursed suit? Got your generator and your snowblower working in the Northeast. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you. It's Las Vegas Aviators. Well, it's their gamblers thing, but yeah, it's the AAA baseball team up there. I was watching the break show from a couple weeks back. You opened some crazy bones and were confused what to do with them. 2 players set up a row of them each, and then you throw one of yours at their opponent's row. If you knock one down, oh, I see. It's a game. That's cool. Hey, what's up, that Dr. Tom guy? Y'all look like the 4th of July. Did you hear about the drama with an email from Topps to box breakers that leaked, causing a lot of drama? I saw it. I saw that it listed a bunch of top breakers, and there's some sort of controversy. I didn't dip in. There's like a new controversy in the card collecting world every week, and it's almost always centered around breaking and improper access from card companies to breakers, and it's just like, I don't know. I find the whole thing to be exhausting. Hey, what's up, Kiriguri? So if you wanna explain it to me, I'd love to know. I just didn't. I'll just read next week's controversy. You want to start streaming? Do I have any advice for that? Yeah, just start. It's not hard. Just get in front of a mic and start talking, or playing a video game, or cooking, or sewing, or putting together a puzzle, whatever it is you want to stream. Thank you for the sub, Kiku Amber. In Halo 3 on Crow's Nest, there's the old, I don't know the password Easter egg, so I got to ask, what's the password? You had to be in the meeting, Sweffen. Isn't that what it was? They said it in the meeting. That's a very long time ago we did that. You're talking about, when did Halo 3 come out? Anybody look that up? I'm going to guess. Let's see. Like 2008, maybe? 9? Something like that? Yeah, so we would have recorded that about a year before that, maybe. That's a long time ago. The big problem with trading cards lately is that people who have huge access to supply lines are advocating to keep it all hard to get, while us collectors without links are struggling to get much of anything. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I agree. I totally agree. Capitalism. That's another conversation. What should we play today? September 2007. Okay, so it was even probably late 2006 we even did that Easter egg. I think my days of being a Halo Easter egg are probably behind me at this point, though. Not bad. I managed to get into every Halo game. I snuck into Halo 1 PC because at the very beginning of RVB days, there was this like Bungie's biggest fan contest, and we decided to enter me in the contest for Red versus Blue, not Bernie for some reason. I think because Bernie could afford to go to the event and I couldn't. And so I won, and my reward was to be listed in the credits of Halo 1 PC. So technically I think I'm in the credits of Halo 1 PC, and then we have the vending machine Easter eggs in Halo 2, the cockbite vending machines, and then the big Halo 3 Easter egg, which was the multi-difficulty Easter egg, and then Halo 4, and then Halo 5. I don't think I had anything. I don't think I was in Infinite at all. Yeah, I had no Easter eggs in Infinite. Oh yeah, I want to see this Karen game, but I don't think it's on Xbox yet. Raul is the main character in Bulkin. Yeah, absolutely. That's true. That's true. Griffin Simmons were Easter egged into the official 25th anniversary art that Microsoft released for Halo. That was pretty cool. I just mean, like, I don't think I'll have a speaking Easter egg or any kind of representation in any future Halo games. I think at some point they got to let it go, you know. We had the Easter egg room. Was that Halo Reach that had the Easter egg room? I think it was. That was cool. Griffball's in Infinite. Well, there you go. I guess that counts. I guess as long as Griffball is around. You know what? That's fair. As long as Griffball's around, I'll count that. That's named after me. I'll take that one. What's up? Wiles and Jord. Griffball is a game that I didn't participate in making, that I was never good at playing, that just was named after killing me. But I wish I could take credit for Griffball, but I can't. I was there when it was created. I remember the day it happened, but that was all Bernie and Gavin. Ooh, Mr. Greedy, thank you so much for the subs. I'm gonna greedily accept all your money. Yeah. I'm doing great today, Wacky Steve. But yeah, I was there. I tested it with them, but they made 100% of Griffball between the two of them. And then they also made a different game called SWAT. Not SWAT. It was like a paintball type game. It was pretty cool too. But that one didn't catch on. Griffball did. Infinite also has Sheila, Lightish Red, and the Petals joke. And the Puma joke. You know what? I forgot about Sheila being in there. I guess I am. And I guess Rooster Teeth is represented in Infinite. That's pretty cool. It's your character's name, so if you weren't excellent in your voice acting of Griff and the proliferation of Griffball wouldn't have happened. I don't know that I was excellent at voice acting. Griff was only ever just... I'm the one dude in Rooster Teeth who didn't want to be a voice actor and who never tried to be a voice actor. Griff was just me. More of a... I can't think of anybody that I'd want to reference in the moment. I was good at head bobbing. I'll take that credit. I was very good at machinimating. I liked that a lot. I loved the act of making it. Halo would have never made it. Genuinely, you and Gus got very good over the years. Oh, thank you. I definitely had more fun doing it the more it went on. The most fun I ever had maybe recording. Yeah, I think maybe the most fun I ever had recording Red versus Blue lines was probably the last season. Was it Reconstruction, I think it's called? Yeah, that was interesting. I knew, it's weird. It's weird to go through the cycle of a production and your involvement with it, made episode 1 of Red versus Blue to made the first 7 seasons, 7 seasons. I don't really fuck with season 8 much. And then I was out of production. I'd moved on to Achievement Hunter full time, and I went from touching Red vs. Blue for 40 to 80 hours a week to just recording my voice a couple times a year, And then as they got better at production and further ahead, I started recording less frequently in larger chunks, instead of recording a batch of like 3 or 4 episodes at a time. They would come in and be like, we need you to record the season. And so you'd come in for like one long couple hours, and then maybe like a month later, they'd bring you back for some, I don't know, new lines or for some edit script changes or whatever. And then it just kind of became a gig where I did that like once or twice a year, so I didn't really think about it much. And I was so busy with other stuff. But then when the last one came along, first off, I thought it was really well written. I thought it was really beautifully written and really sweet. Thank you so much, Broken Fork Lift 99. Let me read this real fast. Rooster Teeth was founded 5 days before my 4th birthday, but I wouldn't find my first episode of Rage Quit until about 9 or 10 years later. It pulled me into the rest of Achievement Hunter. Then I made my way through the rest of the RT content library. From that snot-nosed middle schooler to the 26-year-old man I am today, the Achievement Hunter cast and Rooster Teeth cast at large had a profound impact upon making me the person I am today. Thank you for 2 decades of amazing content. That's very kind of you to say, Broken Forklift. Thank you so much for saying that. And thank you for taking, I mean, there's a lot of bad influences that you could have followed. So thank you for not following those and following the good ones. I really do appreciate it. It's very kind of you to say. Also, thank you for the sub, Twitcher. What was I saying? Oh, so, my relationship with it changed, and I spent a lot less time thinking about it, involved with it. I had an affinity for it, but it was like an old friend. You'd visit it once a year, kind of check in, see how things are. And then so when we did the last season, I knew it was going to be the last season. And I just thought to myself, like, there's nothing behind this probably. This has been a hell of a long road, and I've loved getting to be a part of it, and I have enjoyed every second of it, but it probably, here I am in my late 40s, or almost 50 at this point. I mean, obviously I'm 50 now, but this is 3 years ago. And the chances that I'll do this again are, I'd say, slim. So I'm going to extract 1,000% enjoyment out of it. And I did, man. I did. I took the line reading seriously. I studied the script. I read it 3 times before I recorded, which I don't often do. And then I just made a point of soaking in that day. And I got to record with Matt a little bit because he was doing the directing of it, and so usually I would just record with whoever was there in the audio booth. I wouldn't really see Bernie or Matt or those guys, and so it was nice to be able to reconnect in a booth with Matt in a way that we hadn't done in many years, and then I'll never forget that day. I had so much fun being that guy that day. It was like every bit of enjoyment I ever got out of Red versus Blue, I got again in about 3 hours in the booth that day. And then about a month later, I had to go back and do a couple of reshoots, but that was that was less, I don't know, impactful. But man, yeah, that's maybe one of my favorite memories of Rooster Teeth. Looking back on it, is the last recording of Red versus Blue I did, just because I knew it was the last, and I made sure I loved it. I made sure I gave everything I had, which isn't a lot, Anyway, a million years ago. Anyway, what should we play today? I don't really have a plan. Or we could just talk. I don't give a shit. We could I'm definitely not going to play Monkey Island. Our options are... I'm looking. Well, we got Gas Station Simulator. Although... Oh, there's Bolt Gun. It's under Warhammer. Could do... I don't feel like shooting people today, though. Could do Bolt. No. We could do Gas Station or Dave. I guess we should do Gas Station. It's pretty much running itself at this point. But we need to clean up some achievements, so we can do that in the background. In a minute. We'll get there. I was working at a Gfinity when... Fuck. These things go so fast. When RVB Restoration was about to come out, and I almost had a chance to interview you guys, and then the company folded. Sorry about that. What's up, Mailbox Jaculator? How you doing? It has been a hot minute. You ever play No Man's Sky? All the time we shoot backgrounds on it. But I don't really need to shoot. We shot backgrounds like 3 days last week, so we're going to do it again for a little bit. Started collecting cards this year. I'm hoping to be able to afford hobby boxes soon. Thanks. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. If I were to do a setup in here, I don't know how exactly I'd do it, because I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd have to do some sort of a top-down camera at my desk. Would it be the most boring thing in the world if you guys just had like a medium wide of a desk and I was just sorting cards? Because I've been thinking about trying to put a Topps Chrome NBA set together, and I was going to do it over the weekend, and then I thought, maybe that'd be something I'd want to do on stream just while I'm chatting. So it'd be like exactly like this, except you'd just be looking at the back of a bunch of basketball cards while I'm organizing them by number. Do it. You'd watch the shit out of that. I'd love that. Okay. Wow, Jesus Christ. All right, that seems positive. I will figure out the technology behind that. Maybe I got to buy a new camera or something. I'm not very good at... Man, I really have turned into an old guy who doesn't know how to use computers. Oh, we got some first-time chatters here. Hi, Geoff. First off, hobby stuff is always cool. Thank you, Fido. Hi, Geoff. My first time in the stream. My brother and I started watching you when I was in 5th grade. Now I'm 27. Thank you for giving my brother and I a way to bond over all these years. So glad you're happy, healthy, and thriving. Thank you so much. I hope you are as well. And tell your brother I said hi. Part Welsh, take an Elgato key light. Take the light off the top. Most webcams will screw on top of it. Dead easy. Yeah. We're here for the banter. How it gets here delivered is irrelevant. I think... Thanks, Zaxberger. I think, honestly, I appreciate you guys saying that. That's all very kind. I think I'm going to start increasing my streaming a little bit. I think I have... Yeah. I think I'll start doing a little bit more. Maybe longer streams, maybe extend them a little bit instead of 2 hours, 3 hours or something. We'll see how it goes. Hey, that Cairn game, that's not on Xbox Live, though, is it? Because if it is, I don't think it is. But let me look. I think doing it at your home setup is more personal. Yeah, I think so, too. I think it'd just be easier. And tiny delivery or small robot delivering packages being a generational terror in a small town. All right, I'm going to... Here, I'll bring you guys along for the ride. Oops. All right. Let's see. American Theft 80s. I hate this place. Jesus. All right. Well, I'm gonna fuck around with that 80s. Cards and coffee. Oh, that's nice, Mark. I like that a lot. I might borrow that from you. Things are fucking... Oh, hold on. Let me move this. Stop. There you go. As you can see, I've played a little bit since we were last here. We now have 8 employees. The max. We've also expanded operations. We got 2 bays now. And looks like we need tires badly. All right, well, let's get on that, huh? Real quick. Let's get like 50 tires. We got room for it. Let's get 60 tires. We got room for it. Jesus, that's a lot of tires, man. That's crazy. All right. Customer car wash. So my job is pretty much the car wash. That's what I've been doing. I got Ellis. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing today? Let me just get this cleaned up for you. Yeah, you got a little bit of road grime on you. I can see it. Not a problem. That's what we specialize in removing. We are the road grime destroyers. That's what we call ourselves. Road grime removers. No, that's what we call ourselves. I like that better. All right, you have a great day. Thank you so much. Take care. You come back now again. See ya. I got some pumpkins here. That's new. Got, let's see what else we got going on. I don't think anything else is really new here. Oh, we are low on the newspapers. That doesn't ever happen. Hats. Okay. What's up, Amelie? How are you doing today? It's good to check in on your employees from time to time. Also, to see how the lottery's going. It's been going well. Going well. We got that. Look at all this we got going on. I upped our game here with this. Done quite a bit of them. But we got. I added pavement. You guys see this? We paved our streets. That was pretty sweet. This thing's huge now. There's more pumpkins. Things are looking up over at the gas station, let me tell you. Thank you for the sub, Regulation Bud. Forgot about Saul Wright for like 5 months, finally catching up. Forgot how good it is to hear you talk uninterrupted. That's really sweet of you to say. Well, hopefully you'll stick around for the streams because there's nobody interrupting me here. Atticus Finch is the person who came up with cards and coffee. Thank you, Atticus. And I'm sorry Mark tried to steal credit for your idea. Very Mark thing to do. Oh, got a car wash. Ooh, big van. I like when you just touch it and it's immediately clean. It's like, all right, you're good. I don't think I'll ever get a tip on this game. Car washing. Doesn't seem to be in the cards. Let's see how we're doing on upgrades. Yeah, this last one is $12,000 fucking dollars for the automatic car wash. That's all we need. How dare you? I love you, Mark. Love you to death. All right. We need to hit trash can with a score of over 25 and 50. We can do that. You've been visited. I don't know what the deal with that is. Aliens, I guess. Managed to get really high into the air. We'll have to figure that out. A flying car. Doesn't seem like us. This is all stuff I'll have to read about. Popularity 8 and 9 we got to work on. Paid off Uncle's loan on time. Don't know. That must be a new game plus. Completed the RC. I'm not trying to do that. Employee reached level 10. We'll get there. Beat RC Desert Course. Don't care about that. Bought, found 25 decorations. All right, we can work on that. Raising up our customer level. We're only at 7 now. And then more decorations. We got that. How are we doing on money? We got tons of money. Let's get some decorations. I can buy these new tools too. You know what? Let's not. Let's be responsible. And spend the money on replenishing shit. We'll do that other stuff later. Dude, this fucking Tire City. Love that. Love that. We got down to 1 battery. How are we doing on... Spark plugs seem to be okay. We're low on scratchers. We got no. Good there. Woof. What else? All right. Back to the car parts. We're going to do 50. We're going to do 50. Fuck. Really? There you go. Man, we're broke. Temporarily broke. The bunnies and the batteries and the scratch removers. We'll make it back. Good morning, Dapper Yapper. Dapper Yapper. My weekend was pretty great. Had some good walks. Didn't ride my bike at all because it was too cold, obviously, but had some good walks. Watched the Celtics play some good basketball. Watched the Red Wings eat shit. Had a really mediocre Little Caesars pizza yesterday. My wife and I... You know what my wife and I did yesterday? I had a really nice time. Or was it Saturday? We just went and walked around yesterday. Went and walked around South Congress. Haven't done that in years. And really, really good time. It was fun. They had a chili cook-off that we didn't eat any chili, but we went and looked at it. Smelled good. Smelled some cool chili at a chili cook-off. You can clown on me when I'm done, Mark. That's totally acceptable. What's up, Free Hugs Rider? Thank you for the sub. Big change for the better. I put in my 2 weeks notice at my job, says Sakaboo. It was super stressful, so now I'm going to go back to school and learn something new. Fuck yeah, congratulations. That is awesome. Do you have any ideas what you're going to learn? We got car wash. They'll wait. HVAC, Mark says. It's working out well for him. Follow the path of the frog. Had some good walks with the dog this weekend, too. Man, I got to say, he is, all at once, Albert is just hitting like this good groove where he's just being a real good, cool dog. Sleeping through the night again, which is nice. Being easy on walks. Seems to really enjoy them. He's just been a delight lately. Really, we've been having a lot of fun with him. How are we doing at gas? I should probably check on that. Good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I'll wait till we're a little lower on... We still got some magazines and shit. Yeah, there's a couple things there. Definitely good on snacks. Good on car shit. Could definitely do plushies, toys. Fine. Plushies, toys, and newspapers. Plushies, toys, newspapers. Why not? Hats. Okay. Watched a new show last night called Vanish. I think it's called Vanish. Vanished was Kaylee Cuoco, who I'm not the biggest fan of, but it was on Amazon. But I think it was on Amazon through MGM Plus, which is another fucking paid service I have. That's like $7 a month just so I can watch my ninja movies. Anyway, only the first episode is out, but I thought it was okay. It's basically this girl is or lady is on vacation with her boyfriend in France, in Marseille. Well, I think they're passing through Marseille. But they're going to a place called Arles, I think. And they're on a train. He gets a call. He says, "Excuse me for a second," leaves the train cart. And then she takes a nap. And when she wakes up, he's gone. And she doesn't know what to do. And then she has to try to figure out where the fuck her boyfriend went and what happened to him. So she calls the authorities, and she starts beginning to hunt for him, and that's as far as episode 1 got. I thought it was all right. I'll watch episode 2. Watch The Hobbit. That doesn't surprise me, Mark. Mark is very Lord of the Rings coded. I never watched The Flight Attendant, but that seemed kind of like a comedy, I thought, or like a funny show. This is not. This is very dramatic. Black Snow. What was that like? Was that any good? Delivery warehouse. It is not. Okay. There you go. There you go. Excuse me. Well, filled that up on accident. All right, we're back in business, boys and girls. Really isn't much work for me to do now, huh? Just fucking sit back and watch. Go break into some cars, I guess. That's always something. Oh, master. I played a lot of, and I won't play it here because it doesn't seem like a good stream game, but I've been playing, you gotta have an on-camera game and an off-camera game. Otherwise, you end up never being able to play the game you want to play because you don't want to play it off camera, And so shit. Before he leaves, I got to get it. Damn it. He's gone. Uh-oh. Well, this is a problem. Ah, Christ. This fucking game. All right. Gas station simulator died. Let's try again. Let's see what we lost there. Yeah, what's everybody watching? Emily and I are kind of in between stuff right now because I'll be honest, I'm just shit, I didn't mean to do that. I hate when it does that. We're watching The Traders, obviously, and that's been okay. I don't know that I like the direction it's going. I really don't like that Colton dude, and it really looks like Rob and Colton are going to end up. Rob's going to end up defeating Candace, and then recruiting Colton, and then they're going to run the show. And I just don't like. I don't want to see it. So I'm a little worried about that one that I'm watching. And then all the Housewives. I didn't even watch SLC reunion past the first episode. I don't know why. And then I hear that Rachel Zoe is making Beverly Hills watchable, but I don't know, man. I just maybe I just need an extended break from the Housewives franchises or something, but it's not doing it for me anymore. I never even watched the new season of Mormon Housewives, I don't think. Did I? I must have. Oh, I didn't mean to close it. I'm sorry. I was trying to pick up the... I have let you down, and I am so sorry, customer. I did not mean to do that. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Dickhead. So... yeah, I'm just kind of between anything interesting to watch. All right, hold on. I got a question to answer. Traveling Autism says, Geoff, in the next century, you could win 10 championships for insert team. All right, we'll insert Boston Celtics. But you could have 90 years of bad seasons ending at the first round playoffs at best. How do you divide those wins? Do you go all in and become the GOAT with a decade of back-to-back wins, or space it out and stay relevant? I think you win every 10 years. Book number 53. Are the characters in book 1 in book 53? I'm not asking for spoilers, Mark. I guess I'm more just interested in the timeline. Like, are we 53 books in, if I continue down this journey, are we still dealing with, like, Lacan and Horace and Torbjorn and all those dudes? Or are we further along, like, hundreds of years ahead, or are we still, like, right up in there? Have you tried Southern Hospitality? Yeah, I watched the first season of it. I couldn't get into it. I also didn't watch the new Vanderpump, and I watched Southern Charm a little bit, but this season's kind of boring me, so I may just be off reality for a little bit for right now for some reason. I don't know. I need $12,000 so I can automate my car wash. That's what I really need. I need $12,000, and I need my popularity to go up significantly. Clothes are dry. I will never understand this minigame. It is either instant or it takes a year, and there seems to be no rhyme or reason between the two. All right, we're at 50% on our happiness. Nothing in there. Okay, well, that's fine. We can go for the... Let's try this. Is this far enough? What does 100% get us? Way past it. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Thank you for the sub limit. Hold on a second. I've not run into any interactions with any of the big names, but events and characters have been mentioned and referenced. But in the last book, number 52 was mostly characters from the first 3 books. Okay, thanks. That's exactly what I needed to know. All right, we should measure this. So we're going to go back. All right, we're going to do it from the back of this line and see how far that gets us. Fucking 46? So that wasn't far enough. That got us 25, but it didn't get us a score of over 50. Okay. All right, so we know we need to go back. The next one we got to make from the planner. Not bad. We can do that. We can do that. Let's help the customer at the car wash, though. Oh, she's a beaut. Just hidden under all this dirt and grime, but we will get that taken care of for you and get you back on the road and looking as good as you deserve to look in this beautiful car. You have a great day now. You take care. Tell your friends about us, all right? See you next time. Whatever I'm playing is fun. It is. Thanks, Raz Grizz Raptor. Not actually Irish. Thank you for the sub. You went 6 days without power? Jesus Christ. Well, I'm glad you got it back on. I just want to make customers happy. And I want to do it today. Okay. Okay. Let me just hang out at my station. In true Jeff fashion, Jeff's built a business with his own two hands and is now fucking around like he makes $7 an hour. Thanks for the stream today. Making a tough Monday morning a lot better. Oh, that's really nice of you to say. Thank you. I'm glad to help in some way. Dude, I've never worked so hard to... How's that? Is that good? Wouldn't let me take it with him. Are there other things we can buy to improve people's happiness? Got all that. We got 4 more landmarks to do. What have we not done in the landmark category? Not enough blueprints. I don't even know what that means. Oh. Not enough blueprints. 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 All right. Not enough money. There we go. That creepy thing. That'll make people happy. Oh, I did want to do a food truck. I think that'll help people. I think that will make people happier. Okay. You need to open up the airport to get the blueprints. Oh, that makes sense. The entire Horus Heresy event canonically takes place in a 10-ish year time scale. Okay. Wow, that's crazy, Mailbox Ejaculator. That's a pretty good haul you got there. I bet the shipping on that was not fun. How do I fucking stand there? Oh, it's trash. He took it. Okay, well, never mind. Oh. Really not making much progress. Getting past 50% on level 7. I might have to do some reading on the internet. Would somebody do me a favor, if you get a chance, if it's convenient for anyone, to Google how I get past fucking level 7 satisfaction at my gas station? If it's that I have to sell liquor and cigarettes, I'll do it. I was just trying to avoid it. Time capsule unlocked. Started watching H 15 years ago and haven't seen Geoff stream before. Oh, I'm around, Peter. Hopefully this first time won't be your last. Also, listen to the Regulation podcast if you get a chance. That's the main thing I do, and that's the reason I stream. To tell people about and recommend the Regulation podcast, the company and podcast Gavin and I started together after Rooster Teeth. That is going strong. Okay, here we go. Run the checkout because you get more thumbs up that way. Yeah. From the stream, the biggest thing I noticed is that when an employee is doing a task, they rarely, if ever, get rep for the score. What I find that works best for me on a normal day is to have one employee run the workshop, one employee clean, and then I'll handle the running. Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. I wish that... I haven't fucked with the DLC yet. I wish that I could have one of them run the car wash, because it doesn't seem to be an option. It seems to be something I have to do, because I would love to just run a pump or the cash register, honestly, but then, you know, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just switch job roles around and, well, there we go. Okay. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to close the car wash down for the day. And we're going to... No, I'm going to take the register. Number one hockey made me laugh there. Listen, I'm not just doing this for my health, and for the main reason I'm doing it is to tell people about regulation. But I'm also making money, you know. I also do need the money that this streaming provides me. Please let me do it. Please let me do it. Please let me do it. Oh. Yeah, okay. All right, from here on out, it's Geoff's job. We'll see how this helps me. Get that dough. Yeah, you just got to, like, you know, replace that 20-year salary I had at Rooster Teeth with something. So it's a cobbled together. A little bit of regulation, a little bit of streaming. A little bit of cameo. I knew there was something else. Really happy we still get to just listen to you. Oh, that's really sweet of you to say, Vivian. I'm not going anywhere. How I deliver the message may be different from time to time, but I'm still going to be talking somewhere. As long as people are going to listen. And, you know, I can pay the bills doing it. Ooh, thank you for the sub, Excel spreadsheets. Really appreciate that. I'd also really appreciate helping a customer if I had the opportunity. It's going to be night shift soon. Geoff, if you didn't see, shipping was over. Oh, my God. For your cards? To New Zealand? That can't be. Seriously? Andrew, okay. Is there a customer? Can I get a customer at the counter? All right, finally we can fucking... Ooh, somebody's got a sweet tooth. Thirsty boy. There you go. Take care. We'll see you next time. Good evening. How you doing, sir? Going to a holiday party, I assume? Everybody seems to be. It's a gorgeous donut. Dinner of champions. Cookies, donuts, and rainbow stick. Ooh, but some fruit snacks. And a pair of glasses. You have a great day. One for you, two for you, three for you. Happy guy. You take care. You stay sweet. Hopefully the raid, my tiny raid, will find someone else that will enjoy seeing some regulation fun too. Hey, what's up, Raz Grizz Raptor? Thank you for the raid. Happy to have you along. Happy Monday. Yeah, I just bought a Marcus Smart card from Australia, and I want to say the card was $24, and the shipping was like $17. So about as much as the fucking card. Nothing like $400 to New Zealand, though. That is absolutely insane. I'm going to need... I'm going to need to take over the cash register here for the evening, if you don't mind. Just for tonight. We'll see how it goes. Then I can switch you guys back to doing cash register duty tomorrow. We'll see if we make any progress. Still at 56%, and I've helped quite a few. You already thanked me. I'm just rambling. Oh, fuck. If I had to buy a new door handle in weather stripping for my truck last week, the shipping cost as much as the parts, yeah. It's very kind of you to say, Vivian. Who's to say if that's true or not, but I definitely did what I could for as long as I could. Swimming up that stream. Can I help you? Thank you. This doesn't seem to be making much of a difference. Thank you for the sub. Why is it? Thank you. God damn it. Glitchy ass game. Definitely not getting a tip from that lady. It's a massive grind the last few levels. Well, that's good to know. LED headlights. Yeah. I don't like street lights. I don't like what they've done to cities. I know it's more efficient and it's better for the environment, and I do appreciate that. But I miss the warm glow of halogen lights at night. And you know what I mean? You see those pictures of like streets in LA at night now versus before. It's crazy. Bring back the piss lights. Yeah, there are warm LED lights. They can switch it out. Happy Groundhog Day. Yeah, 6 more weeks of winter, right? Oh, I fucked that up. I'm looking at the chat in this. What did my wife want? Interesting. My wife sent me a thing that says, you're stepping into a week of answered manifestation. You are open to receiving the peace that's been overdue to you. I wouldn't mind a little bit of peace in my life. You've been quietly asking for help for some time. That is true. And now you're being heard. Huh. It is already done. Short inhale, long exhale. Remind your body and soul that you are not in control, not only in control, but you are grounded, rooted, and centered in all that is for your highest good. I saw a video that is due to manufacturer going around NTSB regulations by dimming the headline scenarios. To be tested. Let's see if we can help some of these people towards a... Making 0 new percentage. Okay. I'm going to... I'll handle the cars. See if that gets us anywhere. It won't, but we'll see. There you go. You have a good one now. Got the cash register. Let's look at how we're doing here. All right, it's time to order snacks. It's time to order hats. All right, hats, snacks, ice cream, soda. 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 Hats. Snacks. Ice cream. Soda. Okay. Yeah, break shot today at 4 p.m. Don't forget it's at a new time these days. You don't want to miss it. And, oh, you know what? I never put the fucking batteries I bought in, did I? Some more tires for you. Some more of those bad boys. Some more of those bad boys. Don't have any more of those. We're okay there, briefly. Some of those bad boys. Some of those bad boys. Forgot about coolant. We need oil. Probably oil and tires, honestly. Man, we blow through fucking tires here, huh? Should we get some coolant just to be safe? Maybe a couple batteries. All right. What is something that your city is well known for that you're proud of what it does? Personally, I appreciate Tampa with its amazing surplus of great bread. I think Austin has the best barbecue on earth. And maybe the best breakfast taco scene. I think what is Austin? I think the thing that Austin does uniquely well, genuinely does uniquely well, maybe better than anyone else. Maybe not better than anyone else, but really well, for better than I've ever experienced elsewhere. Austin supports entrepreneurial growth and the entrepreneurial spirit. Austin is a city you come to when you have an idea, a Rooster Teeth, a boot company, a clothing store, a nonprofit, a tech startup, whatever you want to do. Austin's a city you come to start it. Or at least it used to be. Now it's very expensive, but it used to. Used to fit that bill. I'd say it probably still does. Yeah. We got Warehouse Gate. Yeah. Windsor has the best pizza. Indianapolis has the highest percentage of people that visit and say, you know, this is slightly better than I expected. That's funny. I probably need to get gas soon, huh? We need to restock this, and then we'll look into that. Don't want to get caught with our fucking gas pants down. Yeah? That was everything. Let's see how we're doing. I did not need to... Ooh. He does not. Most certainly does not. All right, here we go. I don't need to go to this computer to look this up. I don't know why I didn't just stay where I was. I don't think enough people love where they live. And I get if the place he lives sucks, but I think everyone should be able to appreciate at least one thing about their home. I like that about you, Mark. I like how much you like being where you are. You make the most out of where you are. I think that's pretty cool. Your home was voted the third best place to live in the UK. Hell yeah. Homes were the hardest. Shout out Geoff. I live in Alabama, right outside Phoenix City. I've been watching you for over half my life now. Wild to think about. What's up, Shawnee? I'm not familiar with Phoenix City. Where is that? What part of Alabama is that in? As much as I say I love Florida and I love Tampa, I can also say fuck the Florida government, fuck the Capitol for allowing development. Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, I've made my home in Austin, Texas, in an oasis in a sea of yeehaw. I'm definitely capable of saying fuck the Texas government. And in a lot of ways, fuck the city of Austin. But doesn't change that I fucking love living here. You gotta live somewhere. It's a requirement. Are you done? No. I might as well just go back to washing cars because nothing I'm doing is raising the thing. See you later, Mailbox Jaculator. You have to hold what you love about the place you live in close to your heart and use the other hand to flip the rest of it off. Oh, that card collect. You mean behind me? It's less impressive than you would think. It's a bunch of low PSA rated vintage cards. If you want to see a bunch of PSA 2s and 3s of 1950s and 60s cards, I guess it'd be cool. Oh, right. The daytime staff doesn't... Nobody's a cash register person. Okay. We're good now. Might as well just accept that it's not going to be a quick trip to level 10 satisfaction. I'll do some reading about it. I may just have to suck it up and add the alcohol and the cigarettes even. I don't know. You bought Laser Team on DVD last week. Congratulations. Hope you enjoy it. Or enjoyed it. Are all the cards behind me players I like? No. Behind me is... three collections in one. So they overlap. The three things I'm collecting outside of, Marcus Smart or Celtics or whatever, the three things I collect, well, and just I collect every, Top Series 1, 2 update complete sets I build. That's pretty much it. And Allen and Gitter. That's pretty much all I collect at this point. But the three sets behind you, my big collection is, hey, what's up, Fierce Beast? Thank you for stopping by. And thank you for the sub. Don't make me go to work. I won't make you. I would like to own a baseball card from every year baseball cards have existed. So there's that. Then I would like to own a Topps card from every year Topps has existed. So that's even way easier. And then I would like one of every one of the top 100 players of all time. That's mainly what it is back there. Is me trying to get the top 100 players of all time. Slapped. So, games. Wait, hold on. Is it the game or is it my controller? It's my controller this time. Great. How long have baseball cards existed? Since the 1800s. The oldest card I have two cards from 1909. I think 1909, maybe 1929. I'm not sure. Well, I got two very old cards over there. Maybe 20s. It's not going to be easy to do. There's going to be a few real difficult cards. Babe Ruth's going to be real hard. Honus Wagner's going to be real hard. Ty Cobb's going to be real hard. Bob Gibson's real hard. Oh, no, Josh Gibson's real hard. Bob Gibson's not hard. Josh Gibson's hard. Sometimes I feel like I get stuck in a plateau on my own weight loss journey, gaining and losing a bit of weight every so often. But I do have to sit back and realize I'm wearing a home-stuck hoodie from high school and my dad's old college zip-up sweater at the same time, and I'm not being strangled to death, so progress has been made. Hell yeah, Mark. It's just about consistency, really, I think. Just sticking with it, making small gains. Or losses, depending on how you look at it. Over time. Born too late, I was born too soon, and every time I look at that ugly moon. Rock climbing or bouldering? My cousin's real big into that. Consistency really looks like 100% every day. I agree with that. I noticed the other day, my goal has been it's so easy. There's like this kind of career. I'm sure it's the same with most, but you're never done, right? I've never finished. You get to a point where you stop at the end of the day. You're like, that's enough for today. But I'll never be done. Like there's always more work to do. There's no point of the day that I can't sit down at this computer and find another graphic I need to do or work to do on the Geoff store or the analytics I need to go over or admin stuff I have to do or whatever it is. There's an unending supply of stuff that has to be made and done, and it's impossible to get it all done because it's constantly refreshing. And so it's easy for me to sit down at a computer and think like, I'll just sit down for 15 minutes. And then you look up and it's been 4 hours and you're like, ah, fuck, I got that thing done, but now I don't have time to go for a bike ride or a walk or the gym or whatever. And so my big goal in 2026 that I talked about a few times on Soul, right? So here I am repeating myself, is just to get consistent exercise every single day. Something that amounts to exercise every single day. And I am happy to say that I've managed to accomplish that so far. I haven't missed a day yet. And anyway, today's February 2nd. I looked in the mirror yesterday and I went, oh, okay. I don't hate myself. You know? I don't look great or anything, but I definitely feel like I can see I feel and can see an improvement just from the consistency of the last 32 days or whatever. And really, I started it before the end of the year. I just benchmarked it on the first, you know. And I think that's what you got to hope for, you know. Just trying to eke out a little bit of time every day or every day that you can, and just being consistent with it. Yeah, you definitely want to give your muscles time to grow and repair. That is 100% true. But most of what I do is cardio. I walk or ride bikes. I don't lift weights. Although I probably need to, as everything I've read says that muscle mass is critical to long-term health as we age. So I need to lift weights, but I just hate it. But I will. The important thing for me right now is just walking or bike riding every day. Just trying to get my body moving, stay limber, stretch really well every day, because I have arthritis in my shoulders and in my spine. And so just like trying to stay mobile and not allow myself to get frozen. You know, the 10,000 steps a day thing, I do my best to adhere to. It's Winter at the Lottery Machine. Shit. It's just a fun, it's like a fun arbitrary number to try to hit. But it is so, it is so arbitrary. Like I read about it, the history of it. It was literally just picked at random. I don't know, 10,000 steps seems good by this dude in Japan. And then it just became a thing. I think that's pretty funny. It was just a solid number that felt good. I have a kettlebell. I have a couple of kettlebells. When I lift weights, and the only time I lift weights, it's with a kettlebell, actually. Yeah, that's right. It looked like a little man walking in kanji. That's right. But it turns out it's a good figure, you know? Whatever gets people moving. That's right. Oh, come on. This is the dumbest little mini part of the game. All right, I got somebody at the car wash. So let me do that real fast. Evening, sir. Sorry about that. I was refilling up the little doozer we got. You have a great day. We'll see you next time. Guess I gotta wait my turn. Don't mind me. Just cleaning up the mess. Stop. God, I wish this game was a little less janky. Just a little. Customer at the car wash again. I'll take it. I'm up to 84%. Something's working for us. Something's going right our way. Upcoming customer. Don't leave. See the palm trees I planted? Pretty nice. Let's see how long we can keep them alive. Eight inches of snow outside makes walking and such difficult. Go to the mall if you can. That's where I walk when it's cold. Like every lame joke from the 80s and the 90s about old people walking the mall. I can throw some headphones in, do like 4 laps around Barton Creek Mall. That's probably 12,000 steps right there. I'm still in her just chatting. Well, I think we are kind of just chatting, but we can change it. There you go. There was another pile of dirt by the gas pumps. Let me see. I thought there were 3 as well. Let me look. Yeah, there you go. Good call. Thank you. Good eye, good eye, good eye. This thing sucks gas. What's your favorite part about being back to a small company? Oh. Let me answer that in just a second. Let me do this first, so I can think about the answer. There's a lot of great parts to it. There's a lot of great things about it. There's some stress involved too, you know? Being in charge of every department that used to have 10 people in it. Now the department is you and Gavin or Eric or Nick or Andrew. That can be challenging. But the best part, you know, without sitting down and really putting some thought to it, the first thing that comes to mind is, I think, just the efficiency with how we operate. We don't have meetings. We have a meeting a week, a Monday morning meeting that lasts, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what we're doing and what we're talking about. And if it lasts an hour, it's probably because we're coming up with ideas for stuff and we're having fun. The business side of it, we're able to handle pretty quickly. And then that's it. When I worked at Rooster Teeth, now a lot of that had to do with there's a winner at the lottery machine already? A lot of it had to do with, we might take a bath on that one. A lot of it had to do with fuck yeah, popularity level 8. I'll take it. A lot of it had to do with my roles changing within the company, taking on more responsibility and stuff. But there became a point when my job was basically to have meetings. And even when I wasn't in that role, just the nature of a company with 200 or 300 or 400 employees, depending on what period of time we're talking about here, creating a multitude of content and a variety of platforms and directions requires a lot of conversation and a lot of meetings. And the thing that I liked the least about working in a bigger company is just meeting creep and how, especially the last couple of years, I would leave a meeting to jump into another meeting that I was 5 minutes late to because the last meeting ran over. And then as soon as that meeting was over, I had to jump into another meeting that I was 5 minutes late to, and it was just like that from all day. You just go from meeting to meeting to meeting. And if you work in a corporate environment, this probably sounds very familiar to you, very similar to what you go through, and it's just like, you get home at the end of the day and you realize all you did was sit in a conference room or on a Zoom call and talk to people about something, but you didn't make anything. And that is the death of creativity. And so I think the thing that I love the most about regulation is that we're not subjected to any of that. We're in charge of all of that. And so we eliminate inefficiency. There's no faff, with regulation. We had a third meeting on a topic on Friday where we decided to do what we decided to do in the first meeting. Yeah. Meetings about meetings about meetings is what it feels like sometimes. And that's can be what it is. I'm not one of those people that hates all meetings or anything. There were meetings that were beneficial and that are important, When we have our quarterly meeting with our CPAs, that's important. And I don't mind that meeting, Meetings have their place. You don't want to be in a job where your job is to have meetings. Overseas colleagues. Yeah, that makes sense. If y'all ever come to Tampa, I truly do recommend going to Ybor City during the day. I know it's known as a clothing spot, and the nightlife and bars here are well known, but it really does have a lovely historic charm. All right. Yeah, no worries. I'm here to answer questions. Happy to do it. All I got to do here is just sit and wash cars as they come by. That's my whole role and responsibility on Earth. Although I probably should take a second to go over here and see how we're doing in the shop, make sure we got everything we need here. We've got some spark plugs. We're definitely good there. Yeah, we got a few. Woo, tires. You cannot keep tires in stock in this town. Probably need to buy some fucking spark plugs, honestly. Good on coolant. We won't make it through another day on the tires, though. Okay. Hate to spend the money, but you got to do what you got to do. It's got to be done. All right. There you go. Thank you for the subs. Prop Unknown 86. I like your name. Do you like American music? I don't like American music. Did you do too many drugs? Too many drugs. I feel like I need to eliminate all these, but do I? I can try. Does it matter? Maybe they do. I don't know. Probably do. The fact that they're here probably means that they matter. Let's try to remove one after we get all this shit. I thought I got this. I guess I didn't. That's right. I got these. And did I get anything else or just those two? I think that was it. Yeah. Got any snow down in Austin? No. We got a little bit of ice. No, I'm a liar. We did get snow. We did. We got 1 day of snow. We had the tiniest little bit of snow. Yeah, we did. It was not a big deal at all. Wildcat says, I'm also in project management. My biggest tip is to, if at all possible, send out discussion topics ahead of the meeting, then send out notes after the meeting of what was discussed and who was there and what actions were decided upon. That would not work at Rooster Teeth. But I agree with you. All right, let's see if we can get rid of one of those other piles of dirt and see what happens. See if it matters at all. Oh, that's a big one. It won't just handle one, huh? I like that this game has a gubbins hole, like the old Minecraft videos. Sorry to hear that, Mark. An HVAC tech's job is never done. Like, does removing the non-essential sand piles make a difference? Will that raise my percentage any? It'd be cool if it did. Yeah, I hope the service call's an easy one. I agree. All right. Three? It's going to take 3? Yeah, let's do it this way. Guys, I made the fucking car wash. All right, well, they're gonna have to wait. No, they're not. I wouldn't do that to them. That's rude. All right, I'm gonna drive this over here. Not make this person wait. All right, here we go. Hey, Joe, it seems like y'all been getting more angry at Andrew. Is everything okay? I don't know what you mean by that. I genuinely don't know what you mean by that, getting more angry at Andrew. I don't think anybody's been any angrier at Andrew than any other time in the past, or any. Is that a common sentiment? But everything is okay. Everything's better than okay. Everything's great. We are doing awesome. We'll order shit later. Right now, we'll hang out right here. Thank you for the sub, Catastrophe. Instead of artisan coffee being well made by a well-paid barista, Mark says he shall consume a sugar-free Monster energy drink made by an unknown human. Well, definitely made by a machine. I don't know how much human involvement there was. Somebody pushed a button. I think Andrew's just a crazy person, and they can't believe it because he made a game and then changed it completely and called it the same game. I feel like Andrew is more mad at Gavin, if anything. Yeah, there you go. Well, Gavin isn't always ultimately correct. He's been correct, for sure. Everybody remembers when the Pubert Adamses of it, but nobody remembers the times that Gavin was absolutely wrong, of which happened constantly on the podcast. Nobody is immune to being wrong on regulation. It's happened to all of us and will continue to happen to all of us. Yeah, like when he thought you could you could jump out of a plane and survive by running down a hill really fast. There are many different kinds of smart, Stormy. Gavin knows a lot about it. He's very smart about some stuff. When it comes to street smarts, navigating human people in public, I don't think anybody holds a candle to Eric and I. When it comes to taking a test in a classroom, Gavin's probably got me. Thank you for the sub. It's a blue husky. What about Nick and Andrew's smarts? I don't know. What about them? I don't think either of them are particularly street smart. It's a blue husky. Thank you so much for the subs. Gavin also does not have an internal voice. That's true. He said that. That's been a product of that's come out in the podcast. Was when he thought that they should have said that Star Wars happened a really long time ago and somewhere else. Everybody's smart about something and dumb about other stuff, you know? We've all got our talents and eccentricities. Isn't a refusal to learn a kind of lack of intelligence, though, Mark? Let's go buy our upgrade. Let's get our automatic car wash. We've got the money to do it now. Oh. Let's go see what that's all about. Oh. Oh. Anybody want a car wash? I'd really like to see. I just paid $12,000 for this. I'd like to see it in action. It was like all my money. You told a cashier you were slicing up the streets? What's up, Vico? VKO stealth? Well, we made it to level 8. That was something. That feels like progress in a day. Service call got canceled. Congratulations. That sounds terrible, Drew. I have to go soon to get ready for people to be in my home at an ambiguous time, so I can't really be prepared or do anything meaningful that can't be interrupted. Yeah, that's the worst. Hopefully, whoever those people are, they are kind and efficient and get out of your hair as soon as possible. Oh, wait. They have a fucking car wash. What am I doing? I'm so extra stupid. Do a good job. Here, let me get the back of your car. Make sure you're extra clean. There you go. You're good. The on-call fairy is a fickle mistress. That's funny. Looks like we need to go downstairs and check on Gustav. Pressures. Come on. Can you just let me go down the fucking... Thank you. There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. Is that good? It's good enough. Give him 100% right in the chin. We're getting the fucking sandstorms. You know what that means? Give me more dust shit. Let's go ahead and fill this bad boy up. Living in the sewers with Frank and Charlie. That's funny. This is going to be a hot take by Mark. I don't think anybody who uses their body to make money is paid enough. I agree. I don't know how hot that take is. I think what you've got there is a largely agreed upon take. Here's another hot take. I don't think almost no one is paid enough. Especially considering the inflation that we're at. Fuck, I need to go around the other side. The expense of just fucking existing in America right now. Who is paid enough? See, well, yeah, clearly. We know who's paid too much. It ain't Mark the Frog. If they're paid fucking $1, that's too much, Mark. I guarantee you, I completely and totally agree with you there. I didn't realize this was going to be the biggest part of my job at some point, was just picking up dirt piles, but here we are. This really does seem to be the most meaningful way I can contribute to my own gas station at this point, other than as being as a, you know, purchasing agent for things. I run inventory. And this little bad boy, I will fucking run you over, and I don't mean to. I'm sorry, I have to get that. Ah, start everywhere. Christmas trees on fire or something? What the fuck is that about? To go check that out. It's the way a couple making a combined $150,000 cannot afford a house in this economy. No shit, man. I keep waiting for home prices to drop. I keep reading about how they're going to, but I am not seeing it in action. Yeah, I'll play that Karen game if it's ever on Xbox. Or if and when it's on Xbox, I'll play it. Happily. Excuse me, sir. Hopefully the customer at the car wash is getting through that on their own. Do I need to head over there and check that out? Hopefully not. Winner at the lottery. Fuck. All right, hold on. Let me go deal with that since I'm right here. What is this? Oh, that's just cool. That's nice. All right, there you go. We'll see, Caesar. We will see. I'm buying a fucking house this year, one way or the other. Hey, Phoenix Edits, what's up? All right. Let's see if we can get back to the gas station before we run out of gas. Fuel status is low. Motherfucker. Coast. Thank you. Thank you so much for the subs. It's a Blue Husky. I really do appreciate that. Please don't let the other people in the chat know, but you're my favorite. Jerry can is full. Okay. All right, we need to buy gas. We need to order gas. But let's get this bad boy out of the way first. We still need to will move dirt too, right? Like, it was over here that I was fucking with. Yeah. Is that not dirt? Can I not? Can you? Are you sitting here trying to tell me that this is not a pile of dirt right here? I guess you are. I guess that's what you're telling me. Well, that's cool. I can get you out of the way then. Finally stop doing this for a minute. Okay. In that case, let's go order some fuel, huh? Oof, we are running low on stuff. That's okay, though. That's okay, though. That's okay, though. The important thing at the end of the day is that I can't refuel the car because there's not fuel in the station. Well, the fuel guy's on the way. Don't worry. Having both Phoenix and Mr. Mustache here is cool. I agree. Gang's all here today. Hopefully everybody is having an awesome Monday. Anybody got any big plans for this week? Oh, you know what? I should mention, now that thank you for reminding me. None of you reminded me. Thank you, Geoff, for reminding yourself. What's up, Papa Mustafa? Filing your taxes? Yeah, I need to get all my tax paperwork together today. I started the process last week. What's up, Huntington Cope? Thank you for the sub, Cora. I will not be streaming next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will not be here, so I will not be able to stream. I apologize. There will be no break show next Monday. Regular regulation releases outside of the break show, but I won't be streaming or doing the break show next week, so I apologize. It's Emily's birthday week, and we're going to do some stuff, so I won't unfortunately be available. Big sorry. I am very sad to not be with you next week, but it's Emily's 40th birthday. We are going to celebrate her. She's finally all grown up. Let's celebrate my baby. I kept been meaning to. Meant to lead with that today. I completely slipped my mind, but yeah, I apologize. I'll miss you dearly. And then I'll be back to normal. Things will be back to normal after that. I got lots of stuff planned for her. I can't talk about it here because she might find out about it. Oh, that's cool. So her birthday's the 10th. So you guys are pretty close. Oh, Emily did ask you to. She yells at me if I don't use my boppy. Thank you for the reminder. Gotta use your boppy. How's the car wash thing working out? Is it just good on its own? Seems to be. Okay, well, I guess we got some money, so we might as well buy. What do we need here? What do we need to reload on? We're low on donuts. We're good on glasses. Let's completely run out of those glasses before we buy more. Snacks, donuts, hats. Snacks, donuts, hats. Snacks, donuts, hats. They're literally the biggest money maker we have. Hats, donuts, snacks. Let's get some extra sodas too. Buy some glasses for later. Oh yeah, definitely need car stuff. Do you like American music? We like American music. Baby. Point to the map for hats, donuts, and snacks. In case y'all didn't know about the BS no taxes on overtime thing, the government was spewing, it's not no taxes on the time and a half, it's only no taxes on the half portion. We'll go till 10:30 today. Like I said, I'm gonna start streaming a little longer, I think. Looks like no overtime for Geoff today then. Yeah, my boss Eric didn't authorize it, so what are you gonna do? Grubby VOD watcher. I love the VOD watchers. Are you kidding? The whole reason I go through the hassle of uploading these things to YouTube is so that I can accommodate you lovely VOD watchers who probably have other things going on from 8 to 10 a.m. that preclude your ability to sit and chat. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, I didn't get any of that shit. That's right. I was going to buy some of those. Fuck that up. Didn't get any of that. Got some of that. A little bit of boop, boop, boop. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Things are going well. Looking good. Let's see how things are doing in the garage, eh? I really thought that this was a dirt I could pick up, but I guess it's not. Yeah. That seems like a dirt I can pick up, huh? Should we try? No, you. No, you. You. Okay. No, you. It's a problem with this game. You can't tell what's supposed to be there and not. And I can't pick it up unless it's not supposed to be there. But I guess that's supposed to be there. Because it won't let me pick it up. Okay. No, don't take this. Don't take this one. Oh, man. I gotta try to squeeze by you. There we go. Not a problem. Never mind. That wasn't hard. All right. How we doing? We're good. We're good. We're okay. Are we ever truly good on tires? I feel like tires are what's keeping this gas station afloat, honestly. I feel like we cannot buy or sell enough tires in this game. I'm gonna need some more you. You need a few more you. As well get a few more you, a few more you, a few more you, a few more you. Let's just spend all our fucking money. Didn't even come close to spending all our money. We are loaded. I love that I don't have to manage the car wash anymore. I can just sit here and wait for the deliveries. You go into this like water. Well, really, we're pretty much done with everything until either aliens abduct me or I get thrown through the. There's some weird achievements I got to figure out, but mostly we're just trying to get to thumbs up 10. Seems to be taking a while. That's okay. Yeah, it's thanks to Dennis with a never-ending stream of customers. Anybody watch the Celtics beat the ever-loving shit out of the Milwaukee Bucks yesterday? I think we won by 28. Also watched I watched a few minutes of the Pistons game, but I think they won by something by close to 50. As a Bucks fan, you cried. Well, let me ask you a question. As a Bucks fan, Papa Mustafa, do you think you will ever see Giannis in a Bucks jersey on the court as a Buck again? The fact that he's not traveling with the team, I don't think bodes well. You know? I'm sorry to say. I think that we will see. You know, I also think that Milwaukee has got to be smart about this. Whether Giannis wants out or not, obviously Giannis is out. Like it's over. He's gone. They will trade him. That's a foregone conclusion. However, will they trade him now or in the offseason? If they can get more for him in the offseason, then they absolutely are going to hold on to him and trade him in the offseason. It's precarious because I don't know what this thing's supposed to do. I can't use my hammer. I don't know what it does, though. What does the fucking hammer do? Speaking of which, there's 2 tools I never bought. Maybe I should buy those. I got an airbrush, and what was the other one? A vacuum. Not enough money. Oof, $10,000 for that. I guess the airbrush spray paint's better, or paint's better. Wait. Is that all it does is spray paint the fucking logo? Is there nothing? There we go. That's... That's a letdown. Cool. You know what we can do is just fucking hire somebody to come paint. Okay. Guess we could buy some decorations for the office. What kind of shelves? Just the normal. Put a gold wall lamp on. What do we do about that? Let's see. There we go. Really ties the place together. What else we got going on here? We can put more of these down. Wish you could get like a carpet or something, you know? Oh, well. We got some stuff. Winner at the lottery machine. Hey, congratulations. You won. That's awesome. Let's try a $5,000 lottery, see what happens. I'll tell you what happens. It fucking breaks us immediately. I've heard he wants to go to the Knicks, but I don't know what New York would have to offer in return. Well, I'll tell you what you're going to get in return. You're going to get Karl Anthony Towns. I don't know what kind of draft assets they have, honestly. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, you know? It's a weird thing to have the third best player in basketball available asking for a trade. But he's 31. He's had some calf issues. And they're just, with the second apron, people don't have a lot of assets to trade or to share, you know? I don't know who goes for Giannis? Atlanta? Like, it's one of those things where you say, like, they always say, like, if Giannis is available, you trade for him. You know, he's a player that, like, there's a few players where if they're available, you trade for him. You move heaven and earth to trade for him. But I don't think the Celtics would trade for him. I don't think OKC would trade for him. I don't think San Antonio would trade for him. I don't think Houston would. There's a lot of teams that I think are in great shape, you know, that kind of break that idea. And so I don't know where he goes. He's going to want to go somewhere and compete. His biggest problem with Milwaukee is that they can't compete, right? Which is a fair criticism. And so where does he go where he'll... Fuck, we don't have the money to buy new shit. We're just going to have to deal with what we got, guys. Where does he go? Who has the money to pay for him that he's going to re-sign at? Because I think he's only got, after this year, he's only... Like, if you trade for him right now, you get him for the playoffs on your team. So if you're a team that is entering into the lot, you think you're going to make the lottery, or you think you're going to end up in the play-in or in the playoffs but not able to compete, it's a great opportunity to get him and bolster yourself for the playoffs this year. But he's only got a year on his contract after that, so he's going to have to go to whoever signs him is going to need assurances that he's going to want to re-sign there and stay there. And so I don't know if he is in a win now kind of mindset, which I think is why he is looking to leave Milwaukee. I don't know who that team is. Spurs don't want him. Spurs don't need him. Suns, interesting. Yeah, Miami, I don't think the Lakers have enough. I don't think Golden State will ultimately get him, although they're very interested. But I think the Suns are interesting, Johan. Miami definitely wants him, but that's another situation. Like, what are they going to... They're not going to give a Bam, right? There's no way Miami lets go of Bam. And so who are they going to give him? Tyler Hero? Is that going to move the fucking needle, you know? They're going to need something more. The Suns are interesting. But then what do they got? You know, they mortgaged their entire fucking future to get Kevin Durant, and now, you know, and they turned Kevin Durant into Dylan Brooks. Although I gotta say, Oh, and the Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks, I guess. I got to say, Dylan Brooks playing really well for such an unlikable guy. I don't know, man. I don't know. And does AD go anywhere? That's another crazy question. You got these two insanely talented, huge, big-time stars that are kind of hard to move given how much they cost and the reality of the financials of a lot of teams. And then Jalen Green can move again. He's not even playing, is he? I don't think he's played all season. He's been hurt, hasn't he? Giannis is top 3. Yeah, he's the third best player. So, I don't know. It's interesting. Like, well, I don't know. Oh, thank you so much. It's a Blue Husky. I think it's awesome what the Suns have done, given the situation that they're in. Like, I think that, like, they have reformed that team into this fucking gritty, fight it out. You may beat us, but you're gonna be miserable while you do it kind of team, and that's a cool identity to have. It's really impressive the turnaround that they've done in Phoenix, given where they were at the start of the season and the way things looked. You know, let's do a hat delivery, but just hats. Spent all my money on hats. Team NBA trade deadline is Thursday. Yeah. February 5th. I think it's like 3 p.m. See you later, Aguilar, if you're taking off. I'm just trying to think of teams who have young superstars that would just be worth trading everyone to, say, a Cooper Flag for Giannis. It sounds like Dallas, if you believe the front office, from what I've read, it sounds like Dallas, low water pressure. It sounds like Dallas. I'll have to fix that in a second. I'll deal with this first. I got to get the hat delivery coming in. It sounds like Dallas wants to hold on to AD so they can see what they have when they have a healthy AD and a healthy Kyrie and Cooper Flag. I wouldn't do that if I were them. I'd get the fuck away from Anthony Davis as quickly as possible. I would get away from Kyrie Irving as quick as possible, too. Not that he hasn't been wonderful for them, and is another dude who's completely redeemed himself career-wise, basketball-wise, at his trip to Dallas. But he's also going to be like 35 years old, coming off a torn Achilles, with a game that is predicated on his unique physical abilities of speed and quickness and being able to stop on a dime and change directions. And that's hard to get back. That kind of play style is hard to get back after that kind of injury, especially that late into a career. So I don't know. Oh, they knew what they had in Luka. I'll never understand that. How do you not know what you have in Luka? That was unwise, that trade. Hats are back. Woo! All right, I'm going to go climb down the sewers and fuck with the alligator. You guys take care of the above ground. In theory, I will. Thank you. Born too late. I was born too soon. What does this do? Shredder. Oh, I don't have a... Did that do something? Yeah. Got a card. I don't know what these cards do. Are they just collectibles or they do things? I've never been able to figure that out. I guess the shredder just shreds the trash. We'll see you later, Caesar. I'm going to get going here in 15 minutes myself. How are we doing on gas? Don't want to run out of gas. After you 100% this, are you going to check out the Tidal Wave DLC? I am. Yeah, I don't know that I'll even 100% this, but I'll get to the DLC pretty soon. Also, there's a game I really want to play that we did some regulation videos in last week, but I'm going to wait until those videos come out before I play it on stream. But it's another simulator that I'm really excited about. But I won't tell you which one. I have no idea what those cards do. You don't seem to be able to select them or do anything with them. For the high guard stream, definitely. I don't think we're gonna play when we're gonna make a high guard video. We fucked around with it the other day and we're like, Apparently the Wolves are also interested in Giannis, according to some outlets. Now that would be interesting. That would mean Milwaukee is about to be the recipient of who? Dante DiVincenzo. Who are you getting rid of on the Timberwolves? Jaden McDaniels? I wouldn't get rid of Jaden McDaniels. You've got I think personally, Randall's got to go. Obviously, he's been great. He's been fine there. He's been fine. Ultimately, he's been fine, but you definitely part with Julius Randle to get Giannis. I would be remiss to get rid of Jaden McDaniels personally. I think that he's got a lot of potential. I don't know. $48? Shit. We got to go further. I thought that would have done it. All right. Well, next time. Kobe. Pitchers and catchers report next week. Hell yeah, they do. Hell yeah, they do. I'm fucking jazzed about baseball. Baseball's in such a good place right now, I feel like. Baseball and hockey both just seem to be killing it right now. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good. Oof. Doesn't come up a lot though, does it? Yeah. Back to my job of standing and waiting for deliveries. Glamorous life of a business owner. Space Marine 2 just got a new class to play as. Fuck the Dodgers, though. I don't hate the Dodgers like everybody else on Earth does, for sure. But I think that most of the players on the team are incredibly likable, so it's hard to dislike them. How do you dislike Mookie Betts? How do you dislike Shohei? How do you dislike Kike Hernandez? Or Freddie Freeman? Does anybody out there really dislike Freddie Freeman? Tigers Skewball arbitration coming up Wednesday. Should be pretty quick to have him back. You can't hate a man named Mookie. Just a lot of players on the White Sox. Don't get me started. A lot of players on the Dodgers who play well, who play it right, you know. I also completely get the Dodgers hate. Completely and totally get and understand it. But if I got to, you know, root between the Dodgers and the Yankees in a World Series, obviously that wasn't the case last year or year before, but I'm definitely rooting Dodgers. Hey, Geoff. Hey, chat. Hey, what's up? Rooting from Meteor Strike. That's funny. I hear you. I think that's fair. Root for the Meteor Strike. That'd be hard to be an Angels fan, man. Ugh. My brother-in-law, Kent, grew up an Angels fan, and at some point he just gave up and he switched to being a Mariners fan. But before they got good, now that he was finally reaping the rewards of that this year, but he, lifelong Angels fan, just tired of getting his fucking teeth kicked in, you know? As a reformed White Sox fan, I completely understand. Toys. All right, we'll go get this toy delivery. We'll restock the toys, and we'll see how we're sitting. What's a fictional character that has stuck with me for a profound amount of time? Oh man, there's a lot. A lot. How do you say Raskolnikov from Crime and Punishment? Kay, the main character from the Franz Kafka book, The Castle. The main character of Nausea by Kafka, also, or by Sartre rather, also in that book Nausea, which is one of the best existentialist books ever written, I think, and the book changed my life. But and I highly recommend everyone read it. But there's a character in Nausea, not the main character, but a guy named, I don't remember what his name is, but he calls himself the autodidact. And I fell in love with that character. He's a minor character in the book, but he is just a guy who goes to the library every day, and he's starting at A, and he wants to read every book and become the ultimate autodidact. And I think that's a romantic idea to me. And I think about that character a lot. I think about the idea of being an autodidact. I don't know. Outside of those guys, I think about Philip Marlowe a lot. I think about the Continental Op a lot from Dash Hammett books. I'm sure there's others. But that's also a bunch, right? That was like 5 or 6. How about you guys? Arthur Morgan? Thank you for the sub, Sanborn. Did I answer that question while there was a ad on, so nobody heard that? Whoever asked the question didn't hear it. I apologize if that's the case. You think about Captain Nemo from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea very, very often. Aragon guides my moral compass. When I was a kid, not as an adult. I don't really give a shit as an adult. It definitely doesn't stick with me as an adult. But when I was a kid, I loved the Dragonlance Chronicles and Dragonlance Legends. These books written by Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman based off of a D&D campaign they did. Forgotten Realms campaign or something. But maybe you're familiar with them. They were popular in the 80s. I think about Tasselhoff Burfoot from time to time. One of the characters from that book. Good Mr. Tom a lot. Good night, Mr. Tom. Edmond Dante. Yeah, if I had to pick one, it'd probably be either Philip Marlowe or Kay from The Castle. I liked Dragonlance when I was 12, Mark. I wouldn't say that I would like it now. I don't think I could sit down and read a Dragonlance book in my 50s. They were not particularly well-written books. I was just at the right age to consume the ever-loving shit out of them. God, man. I remember those books hit me. Those books hit me so fucking hard. When I was a kid. They just found me at the right time. Those books, and then from there, I read a few more series like Guardians of the Flame. I really like that. But then that just went to... Then I discovered Isaac Asimov, and then it was all science fiction. Then it was all Heinlein and Asimov and those guys. I thought Asimov was the greatest thing since sliced bread when I was like 16. And then it was just consuming Isaac Asimov novels. Mostly very well written. I believe you. Don Quixote. A book that stuck with me from my teens was Poison. I don't think I've read that. All right, I think it's time to call it. All right. I think that'll do it for today. Thanks for hanging out for an extra 30 minutes. Thank you for shooting the shit with me, spending your Monday morning. Hopefully with a little bit of fellowship and positivity and setting us all up for a great week ahead of us. I love you all dearly. I will be back here tomorrow at the same time, 8 a.m. I'll see you then. Don't forget to check out the break show today at the Regulation Twitch at 4 p.m. new time. We'll definitely be doing that today. And then one last thing. Once again, I won't be here next week for the streams or for the break show, but Regulation, all that stuff will come out normal style. Just my streams, and break show won't be around. Have a fantastic day. Thank you to everybody who subbed or donated subs. You guys are all the best. Love you. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi, Galanath, and I'll see you guys later today.